gloves on, man. These my coronavirus gloves on. For my people. Damn, B. Nobody here, huh? Wow, that's crazy. They don't want to join the God. Where's the people at, man? Where is my people? What is going on? Where the people at? 2 people. I need at least 5, man. But I need at least 5, man. Now it's 1 person. No people. Crazy, bro. Makes me don't want to do this shit, man. It's crazy, bro. There's a flip this way. What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Say something in the chat. Let me know I'm not alone here. Let me know I'm not alone. Peace, power, IB. All right, so we gonna go in. I saw the God. So, we got like 3 videos on our channel that deal with the history of Seneca Village. But I'm in Central Park. I'm chilling, and then I happen to look. They have new landmarks in here, and new landmarks with new stopping spots with new information. So, we gonna go through. I think it's 13 of them. That's crazy. Before, when I first came here, I'm gonna show you this real quick. You remember I did the little video, True Stormy, and he did this video from the, his great archival collection. He got all the primaries and all that. But originally, only thing that was here that represented Seneca Village was this little thing right here, and that was it. Now, all right, Esau 44, yeah, I made it back. So this was the only thing that was here, but now you see these little things here, those little like stop points. So we're gonna go there, but we're gonna go back to this original thing first real quick. We got to go over here. Got to go back over here. Everybody's outside today too, man. They talking about they locking stuff down. Okay, we back. So this new thing, it says searching for Seneca Village. So this is a kiosk, and on the kiosk it's gonna show you these primary little spots on how they plotted it. So you see it says 89th Street, 88th Street, 87th Street, 86th, 85th, 84th, 83rd, 82nd, 81st, Central Park West, C79. So all of this, see how this plot looks here? This is called the Toll Family Playground. So that was the playground. So this is like a copy of the actual manuscript. See, Diana Ross Playground. See there? Not that Diana Ross, but Anyway, see right here? It says since the early 1900s, historians and archaeologists have been working to uncover and reveal the story of Seneca Village. The historians, Roy Rosenwig and Elizabeth Blackmore, were the first to study Seneca Village in detail, included in their book, The Park and the People. So, got a book to look for. The Park and the People, A History of Central Park, 1992. Blah, blah. So, historical records. Our understanding of Seneca Village is based on various historical records when the city began planning Central Park. They commissioned maps to document who owned and inhabited the land slated for the park, with details about the types of houses and other structures called the condemnation maps. All right? So there's the archaeology. It talks about 2011. I like this part right here. So here's the archaeology here. See, they got pictures of it up in this joint. You know what I'm saying? So you select the artifacts. You know what I'm saying? See here, Now this is interesting. The name, Seneca Village. The exact origin of the name Seneca Village is unknown. It was recorded by Thomas McClure Peters, an assistant priest and later rector of St. Michael's Episcopal Church. who started a mission to serve the poor in the community. He later established All Angels Church. And the book documented the history of the church. Peters uses the name Seneca Village. So it comes from this man, Thomas McClure Peters, to describe a miserable settlement of low whites and colored people in the wastelands that became Central Park. A depiction that perhaps served to justify the church's missionary work. Considering his derogatory characterization, one theory is that the name refers to the Native American Seneca people and was intended as a slur. Let me read that again. Considering his derogatory characterization, one theory is that the name refers to the Native American Seneca people and was intended as a slur. If the name Seneca Village originated in the African American community, it could be have chosen for uplifting associations. One theory is that it was intended to evoke Seneca Falls in upstate New York and the abolitionist movement there. Another is that the settlement was named after the Roman philosopher Lucius Annaeus Seneca because some African American activists were known to have been inspired by his anti-slavery book, Morals. Several 19th century sources refer to the community as part of Yorkville, the village that developed in the 19th century. So, I'm gonna look on this other side, then we're gonna go and look at the new one. So here's a timeline right here, right? So you see the timeline? So this says Seneca Villager Unit. Y'all see me? How many people we got in here? We got 13 people in here. So you see 1815, the server. We went over all of this before. But I like these things because these are the things that I like these because these are actual pictures of the primaries. So it says some residents protested the city's acquisition of land through right of eminent domain, while others wrote letters asserting that their property was undervalued. In this affidavit, Seneca Village resident Andrew Williams states that the value of his property, which consisted of 3 lots, was worth $4,000, almost double the amount the city gave them. So anyway, it tells you what happened. They offered them some money and they got rid of them, kicked them out the whip. You know what I'm saying? So they out. So now we're gonna look at these new markers. See, I beat True Story into the punch. He ain't seen this yet. I'm the first one on the block. I'm the first one out the MVK camp. He ain't seen it. I found him first. You're done, son. I got you beat, brother. Sorry. It's a Raborn show. But anyway, I gotta stop at these things, right? So when you see these markers, we're gonna follow this trail. So these are the new markers that they have up with the primaries. So you see it says number 1. I believe it's 30 of them, and we're gonna follow this thing all around. So we always told you about the AME church. Wherever the black people is the church. Here you have another primary. This is like True Story, and he liked this stuff. The article from 1853, the New York Daily Tribune announces the laying of the cornerstone of the AME Zion Church in Seneca Village. This thing keep cutting off, man. Okay, we back on. My bad, y'all. In 1853, it was one of 3 churches in the center of Seneca Village. Although AME Zion was the last church to construct a building in the village, it had a much longer affiliation with the community. The church was one of what's wrong with this shit, yo? There's this connection in this part, and I gotta move around. Wherever I'm standing, there's this shit won't let me go, bro. Damn, bro. AMZ was New York City's first African American church founded in 1796 by members of the John Street Methodist Church who wanted to form an independent congregation. Initially, they met in a rented hall until 1800. When they established their first mother church on Leonard Street, which is downtown where we looked at David Ruggles' place, the congregation grew rapidly and established satellite churches not only in Seneca Village but also in other eastern cities and towns in the 20th century. The first AME Zion Church shown on this map from 1852 was located at Church Street and Leonard Street in the city's 5th Ward, present-day Tribeca, near one of the city's African American populations. So we like these primaries right here. We like these. We like these. This is crazy. No, the video on the MBK channel don't cover the new landmarks, buddy. You ain't got these because they just put this here. So you can't have them. Sorry, buddy. I deeply apologize. But if it cuts off again, I'm a spin off. So this is talking about the African Union Church. Here, right here is a primary here. This map shows the African Union Church and the Colored School number 3 as small buildings located on an irregularly sized lot. So this is showing where the school was, etc. The reference of African Union Church of Seneca Village was found on an article about African American churches in New York City, published in noted newspaper, The Color, The American. You heard us build about that. So, see this? See this? The school in Seneca Village was a city school with roots in the abolitionist movement. This engraving depicts the African Free School number 2, located on Mulberry Street. Shit crazy, bro. Oh, man. So we walk into the next one, man. We gonna see what happens, man. I think it was the area I was standing. I really do. So let's see what we got on the next one. So this is number 3. The other one, that true story and didn't see. God damn it. So this is called the Wilson House. In 2011, archaeologists conducted excavations on the site of the Wilson House, a 3-story building whose approximate footprint, 21 by 20 feet, is shown on the outline with bricks. Here's the archaeology. There it is. Near this sign, an adjunct to Angel's Church, was the home of the Wilsons, an African-American family consisting of William Wilson, his wife Charlotte, and their 8 children. Wilson worked as a porter and was also a sexton for the church, responsible for maintaining the building and the yard. So we have this one here, right? So here goes some artifacts you see that they pulled up on the set. Blow this up, you know what I mean? So y'all see that? Bang. Artifacts. Then he just mad because he ain't go to the park and he ain't see this, because he ain't been around here. You know what I'm saying? So, here's the All Angels Church. All Angels Church. Look at that. Oh, Danny, another primary on you. when the city built Central Park, church leaders moved the building from Seneca Village to 11th Avenue between 80th and 81st Street. Picture here is All Angels Church in its second location. This is the only known photograph of a building that existed in Seneca Village. So that is the only known picture of that. So again, here's a picture of the lot, right? All Angels Church was the largest of 3 churches in Seneca Village. Bang. So again, you see the primary right there. See them scripts. See that? Keep the gloves on for what? You talking about keep the gloves on? All Angels recorded all baptisms, marriages, and burials, so we know who these people are. So you can't talk about they Native Americans or none of that. Yeah, we know the whites lived there, and the Irish was living with us too. We was chilling. But anyway, let's move around, see if we can find number 5. Cause my man over here, you know what I'm saying, hummer stunting. He mad. So we in the park, we on the move. So it's kind of crazy to believe that this park was once, peace bro, was once, a village. It's kind of very interesting. Oh no, oh yeah. Wait, here we go. We gonna keep moving. What you mean, no? Duke, I just showed from 81st Street to 79th Street where the park was at, where the village was. You mad because you ain't been here, bro. You tight, true story, and I know you mad. You mad. Got him. I got him. So we're still on the move. How you doing? All right. Okay, so now we're going to deal with the Irish Americans. So this is number 5, right? So you see this? Number 5. Seneca Village Community Irish Americans. So this is more pictures of the plot. So let's look at the Irish Americans who was living amongst us. It says Irish American families were scattered throughout Seneca Village, accounting for roughly 1/3 of the population during the 1850s. In the vicinity of this sign, the western side of the village was a cluster of at least 3 Irish-American households headed by John Gallagher, Mike Barlow, and Jane Allen. Gallagher and his family occupied a 1.5-story frame house with a stable nearby, with Mike Barlow and his wife lived in a much smaller shanty. Jane Allen and her daughter are thought to have lived in another shanty owned by Mike Riley. Irish immigrants began to settle in Seneca Village beginning in the 1840s. They most likely came to the United States as part of a wave of immigration that began in the 1820s and peaked during the late 1840s in response to the Irish potato famine. Many rural Irish families, fleeing desperate living conditions in their homeland, poured into the major port cities of the eastern United States. Over 1 million refugees left Ireland for North America during this period, with approximately 3/4 of them entering through New York City. Irish immigrants lived in other parts of the future Park site, including a smaller settlement further, such between 68 and 72nd, which one newspaper called Pigtown. Aw, look at the pigs. So, these are the census records, reveals that John Gallagher was a naturalized citizen, blah, blah, blah. So, you hear, we like the primaries. This is what it is. So, you go look at Pigtown. We on it. All right. I hope I'm walking in the right place now because this thing goes, Summit Park. Right? That might be, I would have to walk up there. I don't know. I got to keep looking till I find it because I just happened to be walking around here and I found it. And I'm just walking. So, let's see where we get. Anyway, so you see we was living amongst the Irish. Yeah, I see you mentioned Scroll Town. I don't care what you mentioned, True Story. And the fact of the matter is, they got the primaries posted up here while you got the primary on your computer. We don't care. You ain't been out here, son. I'm out here. You inside, bro. Stay on the computer. I got this. You mad? Alright. So let me see. I found number 5. Okay, here we go. Number 6 is over here. This shit is dope. I'm about to find number 6 now. Mind you, I'm doing this on the fly. I ain't never seen this before. This brand new. So peace to everybody who's watching. This is Seneca Village Reloaded. New landmarks have been placed here instead of that one little green plot that tells us the history of it and who bought it and who came there. If you want to look at that, you can look at True Storians, Village in the Park, or Doing in the Park, whatever the name of it is. This is what it is. Now, we at number 8, Seneca Village Housing. In 1855, Seneca Village was comprised of 52 dwellings concentrated in the area between 82nd and 86th Streets. On a lot near the sign stood homes of 2-story houses and shanties. Yeah, that shit sucks, bro. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Anyway, this one is number 7. This is talking about Seneca Village landscape, lanes, lots, and streets. This is, again, we dealing with primaries. These are the maps of the lot. There you go right there. Look inside of here. Look inside of there. The path on which you are standing roughly follows part of the main street to Seneca Village. A map from 1838 identifies it as Spring Street because it led to a natural spring just south of here, likely the primary water source for the village. A later map from 1856 calls the same street Old Lane, possibly to distinguish it from the grid of new streets and avenues that the city was still constructing based on the commissioner's plan in 1811. Although the street grid was represented on maps of Seneca Village, it had not been fully implemented on the ground thus far. So again, here's the map right here. Boom. All right. I don't know where the rest of these signs is at because this is me on the fly. So that one says 7. That's that one. I don't know if I got to cut back. Well, I'm gonna walk up this way and then we see if the rest of them is over here. Cause I don't like how this live keep cutting off. It's getting me pissed off. Hey man, we already broke down where that. Charles Ray. I'm walking. I'm still walking up this hill. I'm looking for number 8 and 9.